Audio Post 1. Corfe Castle, a Norman and medieval home. Corfe Castle has called the Isle of Purbeck home for over 1,000 years. We invite you to join us on this 3-point audio trail to discover a different side of the Corfe Castle story. In 2020, the world went inside as an act of safety in response to the coronavirus pandemic. From this, a new appreciation for our homes was founded. This audio trail will celebrate the history of home at Corfe Castle and the newfound gratitude for the safety, security, and sense of consistency that home brings. But what did home mean to the Normans? What creature comforts enticed the Tudors? And what unlikely characters may have called the castle home after its demolition during the English Civil War? The word Corfe means cutting or pass in Anglo-Saxon. Millions of years ago, the river Wicken and the Bile Brook created a cutting through the Purbeck chalk hills, which carved a natural and perfect motte for a castle. In 1066, after the Battle of Hastings, the new Norman king, William the Conqueror, was fortifying the nation with castles to establish his power. He quickly saw the landscape of Purbeck as an excellent home for a new Norman castle. It's thought that by 1107, the stone keep, still the pinnacle of the castle today, was completed. Its building was by order of Henry I, son of William the Conqueror. Can you imagine hundreds of men, stonemasons, carpenters, roofers, plasterers and labourers working together to build the keep towering above you? Locals would have been in awe of this new visual wonder. Life in the Norman castle would have been very organised, with the steward overseeing all domestic arrangements. In the basement or undercroft, a yeoman of the pantry, otherwise known as a panter, would have overseen the running of the pantry where bread and dairy food was stored. The larder is where meat would have been kept, and the cellar was where drinks such as mead or ale were stored. On the floor above was the Great Hall, where the king entertained guests and held court. He led a very public life. The Great Hall was the community area where meals were served and the public life of the household took place. Everything the king did was to assert his status and power, from keeping visitors waiting in the forebuilding to sitting on a dais above his subjects in the Great Hall. The king and his subjects believed that power was vested in him by God. The dais perhaps demonstrates how God has raised the king above the level of his subjects. At Corfe Castle, the king's private chambers on the top floor of the keep contained an ensuite garde-robe, the toilet, the private chapel of St. Mary, and a flight of stairs to the rampart walks on the roof, a Norman penthouse. The king's chambers were an intimate space where he entertained only the most trusted members of the court. Although King John's reign from 1199 to 1216 was turbulent, earning himself the nickname Bad King John, he did some pretty good things for Corfe Castle. By the time King John came to power in 1199, the Norman keep with its great thick whitewashed walls was considered outdated and old-fashioned. In the spirit of creating something new, King John ordered a new structure called the Gloriette to be built next to the keep. The name Gloriette comes from the 12th century French word gloire, meaning little room, and in today's French means glory. Enlisting the best master masons and craftsmen, King John embarked on creating this luxurious new royal quarters. It was built in the latest architectural style, and its interiors were adorned with brightly painted walls and tapestries. During the time of Edward I, royal visits would have stirred much excitement and activity in the castle, including repair work and cleaning. Documents dating from 1285 record that expenses were paid out for the services of 4 women cleaning the castle building for 4 days in preparation of the king's arrival. When the king arrived, there would have been a feast of venison, rabbit, hare and fish. Wafers and hippocras, wine with honey and spices, was served for pudding. There would have also been music, song and dance celebrating the king's arrival.